If you end up getting a pledge loan with Navy Federal Credit Union, then there's probably a few things you're gonna want to know before you end up getting one. I recently made a video on the Navy Federal Pledge Loan and all the hacks that they offer, but in this video, I'm gonna be going over the top 3 things that you should know before you end up getting a pledge loan with Navy Federal. If you're already a subscriber, then welcome back. But if you guys are new to my channel, my name is Ismael Sandiford, and you are now watching Just Money, where we talk about financial related topics such as personal and business credit, real estate, and other financial related topics. So if that's something you're into, then you're probably gonna want to consider subscribing. But without further ado, let's get to today's video. So I recently made a video on what the Navy Federal Pledge Loan is, and I went over the hack that everybody does with this savings secured loan. So if you haven't already, go back and watch that video and then return back to this one. And I'll also leave a link in the description. It'll be the first link for you guys to click on. I did a really in-depth review on what it is and how to go about getting one if you're interested in receiving a pledge loan. I will, however, briefly go over what it is really quick for those that don't know what a pledge loan is. A pledge loan is a loan that is fully secured by your savings. So in other words, you're borrowing money from your savings and turning that into an installment loan. The loan amount that you put up will be the amount that you need to pay off. And no, this is not a hard pull on your credit. It's actually a soft pull, no matter how many times you do it. But people tend to get this installment loan for a few different reasons that I'll be going over really briefly. They either get it to build or rebuild credit because having an installment loan and making monthly payments on it boosts your credit score. They also get it because it helps build internal points with Navy Federal because this is a relationship-based bank. And if you don't know what an internal score is, and I explained it pretty well in my last video, so feel free to check it out. Again, it'll be the first link in the description below. And lastly, people get this pledge loan to help out their credit mix. Having a variety of credit mixes makes up about 10% of your overall credit score. And it also looks good to other lenders when you end up applying for different things with different lenders. Okay, so now that you get the gist of what a pledge loan is, let's go over the top 3 things that you need to know before you end up getting a pledge loan. 1, you are only allowed 4 pledge loans per savings account. I failed to mention this in my last video because the guidelines are always changing, but yes, you are only allowed 4 pledge loans per savings account. If you're going to have more than 1 pledge loan account, then try to have at least one that you are paying off longevity. And make sure that that one is a longer loan term and a bigger amount than the other pledge loans you have. Because once you finish paying that pledge loan off, you will then lose all of that history because the account will then close because it's paid off. And by losing all of that history, then your credit score is going to drop. So that's something you definitely need to consider before applying. And also, if you guys are finding this information helpful, if you guys could do me a favor real quick and hit the like button, I would truly appreciate that. Now moving on to number 2. If you're getting a pledge loan, then you need to figure out your game plan before getting it. As I mentioned in a previous video, you can either choose to pay 80 to 90% off immediately as soon as the funds are available, or you can wait 30 to 45 days for the full amount to reflect on your credit report and then pay 80 to 90% of it off. In most case scenarios, it's probably better to wait the 30 to 45 days to pay the 80 to 90% off because yes, you do want that entire amount to reflect on your credit report. But just know by taking this route, yes, your credit score will drop for a little bit. Of course, it's going to come back up though by paying it off, so there really is nothing to worry about. So just make sure you don't need to apply for anything big within a few months of receiving this pledge loan. Or if you do need to apply for something within this time frame of receiving a pledge loan, then yes, pay 80 to 90% of it off as soon as the funds are available. So that way a big amount does not get reflected on your credit report. And also, you might only be getting this pledge loan because maybe your game plan is to build more internal points with Navy Federal, aka a relationship with them, which can actually be a smart move if you're trying to apply for something soon, like maybe a new unsecured credit card or maybe even a vehicle or mortgage loan. Just make sure you know what your game plan is before receiving this pledge loan. But anyways, last but not least, number 3, the third thing you should know before getting a pledge loan. I would not recommend that you have multiple pledge loans open at the same time. And I'm pretty sure you guys are gonna ask why, so here's why. Having too many pledge loans open at one time can actually make your credit score go down. You can have like 2 pledge loans open at the same time, but honestly, the bigger and longer the loan is, then the better. You don't want a bunch of short-term loans opening and closing at the same time every other 6 months. Because anytime you open a loan or even close a loan, then your credit score is going to suffer and drop. Because when you open a new pledge loan, that makes your credit age appear newer, thus making your credit score decrease. And when you close a pledge loan, it no longer has ages and it's no longer being reported anymore, thus triggering a credit decrease. And this is why when people pay off their car loans, then their credit score tends to drop for a bit. But pretty much to sum this video up, the top 3 things that you're going to want to know before getting a pledge loan is, yes, you are only allowed 4 pledge loans at a time per savings account. And if you're getting a pledge loan, then go in with a strategy. Make sure that you have a game plan. And again, I wouldn't recommend getting multiple pledge loans at the same time. If you do end up getting a pledge loan, get the highest amount that you can and get the longest loan term available. That way, you see the best results. Maybe even pick up a Navy Federal secured or unsecured credit card. That'll help with your internal points with Navy Federal. That'll help with your credit mix. And if you're getting a secured credit card, then yes, it'll help you build or rebuild your credit. But that's pretty much it for today's video, guys. Let me know in the comments, what is your goal with your pledge loan? Like, what are you trying to do with it? Are you trying to build internal points? Are you trying to build credit? Are you trying to, add to your credit mix? Let me know. I would like to know. And not only would I like to know, I think all of us as a community would like to know. So let me know. But if you guys made it to the end of the video, then I do truly appreciate you guys. We are at 14,329 9 subscribers at the time of this recording, so I do appreciate all who watch. I do post weekly videos, so pull up, and pull up. And if you guys haven't already, don't forget to hit the like button and also hit the notification bell so that way you guys can get notified every time I, Ish, post a new video. And again, I go over personal and business credit, real estate, and other financial related topics like how to build business credit, how to get high limit on your credit cards. I go over some real estate, I go over mortgage loan products. So if that's something you're interested in, then I would definitely consider subscribing. This is your one-stop shop. I am also a licensed real estate agent, a realtor here in Southern California. So if you're trying to buy or sell a home, all my information is in the description below. And I am also a licensed mortgage loan originator. So if you need funding for a home, all my information is in the description below. I go by the name of Ish, and I will see you guys next video. Thanks for watching, guys.